All of the caps I'm showing you today are going to be exactly the same. But the cool thing about this style is that it's structured, but it's also like unstructured and messy at the same time. I'm messing up this look here. And on all of these styles, you could cut your own bang and egg. Oh my gosh, they are super cute. Let me show you. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I have something really exciting for you. I have 4 of Belle Tress's brand new releases from their Spanish collection, which is a part of their city collection. But before I show those to you and jump into all of it, I'm gonna remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. So the other day on my Instagram and my Facebook, I made a reel that showed these 4 styles by Belle Tress's Spanish collection. And as I was showing them and as people were commenting, a general consensus was that, man, they all kind of look the same. They all are very similar. Now, because my reels are typically a little bit more fast-paced, you only catch a little glimpse of them in the video I made. So that is why here right now for you, I'm gonna make a longer format video on YouTube, of course, so that we can actually see the differences in these styles because they are all sort of above shoulder length bobs. And there's really just slight differences between them all. So the neat thing about this is that they are all in the very same color. They all have the very same cap. So I'm only gonna show the cap once and I'm only gonna talk about the color once because it's gonna be the same for all of them. The only difference is really in the style. So if you are unfamiliar with Belle Tress's City Collection, they have caps that are typically the same amongst all of them. So the 4 that I'm showing you today all look the same. They're all gonna have a left monofilament part. So that monofilament part here, it allows you to have an illusion of hair growth right from your part line. And you can only typically part it within this sort of 1-inch space here. So that's gonna be on the left side of your head. Now, most City Collection styles by Belle Tress have a left part, but some of them have a center part. You'll never find one with a right part, and you'll never find a City Collection style with a full monofilament top. They're only either going to be a left part or a center part. But like I said, all of the styles I'm showing you today will have this left part here. Other than that, they're all going to have this lace front that gradually melts into your ear tabs. So it's a little bit of an extended temple to temple lace front that goes until about this spot on your head. And so the lace front allows you to pull it off of your face, giving you that illusion of hair growth right from your hairline. And then all of the City Collection caps will all be machine made. They all have open wefting here. So that means all of these fibers are machine made and sewn into these rows that you see here. So that allows you to, you can stick your fingers through it, which makes it a little bit more breathable and ventilated. And then there's lots of elastic going down here, so it'll be nice and stretchy as well. And then they all are going to have these velvet ear tabs, nice and comfy cozy, with the metal stays in them. So the metal stays have to be in these ear tabs because it allows the ear tabs to stay flush against your temples and not flop around like you would see on maybe like a full lace wig cap. So because this isn't a full lace cap and because these are glueless wigs, you need those metal stays to help stay it down and not have to use glue to keep it down. Okay, and then lastly, at our nape, we have an extended velvet nape. So again, nice and cozy with these Velcro adjusters. So all of the caps I'm showing you today are going to be exactly the same, so I'm not going to go over them again. So if you need to rewind and come back to this so you can revisit the cap, then you can definitely do that. Also, what's going to be the same is the color. So this is a newly released color for Belle Tress's City Collection, and it's called Macadamia Latte Rooted. If you were someone who really loved the color Brown Sugar Sweet Cream from Belle Tress's previous Cafe collection, I think Macadamia Latte Rooted is going to be one that you are going to absolutely adore. So the color code that's attached to Macadamia Latte Rooted is 6, 12, 22, and an 8 root. So what that means is that there's gonna be a mixture of a medium brown in here as well as a light brown. And then you're gonna see some light golden blonde highlights. You're gonna see some ashy toned highlights, as well as a little bit more of some honey blonde. And then the 8 root is just gonna be a medium brown root. So like I said, all of it combined is going to be this really beautiful dimensional blonde color that's sort of a mix of brown and blonde. Okay, let me put this one on. Okay, so since these are all part of Belle Tress's Spanish collection, they're all gonna have Spanish city names. So the one on my head right now is called Mallorca. So let's look at the style quickly of Mallorca. Of course, we have that left part. So whenever we have a part more on our left side, then we're gonna have a little bit more of a swooping effect on the right side of our face here, which you definitely see that here. It's nice and layered. But the cool thing about this style is that it's structured, but it's also like unstructured and messy at the same time. So you're gonna see more structure at the front with the swooping back here, but then it's gonna swoop forward underneath it. And then at the back, it's super straight and layered and kind of choppy looking. Let me show you. So even though we do have a little bit of structure at the front here, overall, you're gonna find that the ends are flippy. This can be really fun. You could add some, styling cream or wig wax at the ends to really bring out that style a little bit more and really show off that choppier look. This is a style that you could pin back, but the front isn't gonna go all the way back, but you could definitely pin it back a little bit with some of these face framing layers kept forward. And if you wanted to do a ponytail, it would have to be like a really tiny, like little nubbin of a ponytail with, of course, all of these layers in the front not being able to come back. So it could fit in this little deepsy baby ponytail. I didn't even get it all. So this definitely wouldn't be a true, wig that you could make into a ponytail, but you could if you really wanted to try. Now you will find that all 4 of these wigs I'm showing you today have this same beautiful lace front. So it's really nicely done here. I find Belle Tress has really stepped their game up with their lace fronts. It's not very dense. It makes it really easy to pull back, and it doesn't give you that stark line of light fiber in the front that makes it look super perfect. It's a really nice combination of some lighter fiber and some darker fiber to mix it up a little bit. So all of the lace fronts on Macadamia Latte Rooted that I have today are gonna look very similar to this. And then these are all also lower density styles. So you're not gonna find any permatease in them. So any volume you see just comes from the way it is styled, not because there's that short-haired crimping effect at the root to give it that poofiness going on in it. It's gonna lay pretty low profile and low density. I'm messing up this look here. All right, I'm gonna take off Mallorca and put on San Sebastian for you. So San Sebastian, it's gonna be same cap, similar density, no permatease, same color. It's really just the style. Now this is gonna be the longest of the styles I'm showing you today. It's still a bob, but it's gonna be a little bit closer to your shoulder length. And in comparison to Mallorca that I just showed you, this is just gonna be a little bit more structured, a little bit more of like a perfect bob with these wispy ends. So they're nice and feathered at the ends. There is some really nice razor layers going in here. And there is also a little bit of this swooping longer bang at the front as well. You'll notice that on Mallorca, all of the ends were sort of flipped out a little bit, whereas on San Sebastian, they are going to be more curved in, more of like that perfect little bob you see. All right, let me spin. So I find this to be such a perfect length. It's not gonna be so long that it's brushing against your clothing, getting really frizzy, frazzly, tangled ends. It's gonna be short enough to stay away from all of that so that the maintenance on this is gonna be pretty easy peasy. All right, let me give you a glimpse of this hairline as well. Like I said, it's gonna be very similar to the hairline that you saw on Mallorca and the other 2 I'm gonna show you after this. And then here, let me break that zigzag part and I can show you that left monofilament part. So again, this is also a style you could pin back if you wanted to, but of course these front layers aren't gonna quite make it to the back, but that's okay. I always prefer having these pieces hanging in the front anyways, just to soften up that look up there. But you can definitely pull this back, pin it, put a little elastic back there, a little clip. And then in terms of a ponytail, this will be a little bit longer for a little ponytail. You could get a tiny one happening here too. Okay, let's move along to the next one. So I'm taking off San Sebastian, and I'm going to put on Zaragoza. So again, exact same cap with that left monofilament part, lace front, open wefted cap, same Macadamia Latte rooted color. Now, Zaragoza, I find is almost just like a shorter version of San Sebastian, but you're gonna find one of the main differences is gonna be that these bangs are shorter in the front, so they don't come quite as long. So you definitely have a little bit of a shorter bang to play with. And on all of these styles, you could cut your own bang in it. You can just easily bring them forward, do a little chop, do a little point cut, and you can have more of that straight across bang if you want. It's really easy to put bangs into styles that have a lace front and a monofilament feature on top because it allows you to sort of maneuver the fibers in an easier way. Anyways, so again, this is just a really cute, it's more of that perfect structured bob that you're gonna see with some feathered ends. I find that Zaragoza isn't going to be quite as layered in the front as San Sebastian was. I find that with Zaragoza, it has this, shorter bang, a little bit of layering, just a tiny bit, and then the front is pretty much the same with those more choppy feathered ends. Whereas with San Sebastian, you see a little bit more of a gradual layered effect, and of course it goes a bit longer. All right, let me turn around for you. So with Zaragoza, you could pull this back, but of course you're gonna have this cute little bang in the front, which I adore. I love this one. I think this is my favorite one out of the bunch I'm showing you today. I just love these shorter bangs in the front. So you could pin it back. And then this is gonna be harder to get a ponytail out of. You're gonna also have a super teensy tiny little ponytail. But you could do it, and it looks pretty cute with these bangs. Okay, last but not least, taking off Zaragoza, and I'm gonna put on Alicante. So, same cap, left monofilament part, lace front, open wefted cap, and it's a lower density, no permatease, all the same, it's just the style that's different. So with that left part, we're gonna have a little bit more of a swoopy look on our right-hand side here, but it is a bit longer than you would have seen on Zaragoza, more around the same length of long swoopy layers in the front as San Sebastian might be. But overall, this is going to be shorter than San Sebastian, shorter than Mallorca. This is more the same length as Zaragoza was. But even though it looks like it's gonna be straight and structured in the front, as soon as you turn to the side and the back, you're gonna see these adorable waves. Oh my gosh, they are super cute. Let me show you. I feel like Alicante is the funnest one out of these. So you're still gonna find some layering in this style as well. So there's lots of shorter layers in here that gradually get a bit longer and longer, which really helps to accentuate all of these fun waves and helps them stand out a bit more. So again, this could be one that you could put a little bit of styling cream on it, even scrunch it a bit, and it's gonna look super cute. So just a reminder that all of these styles by Belle Tress are made with their heat-friendly synthetic fiber. So the really great thing about these fibers is that they are truly nice and soft. You are probably not going to find a much softer heat-friendly synthetic fiber out there. Another great thing in general about heat-friendly synthetics is that they're not going to be as shiny as plain synthetics are going to be, so you're going to have a little bit more of that human hair-like appearance. You will find though that over time the ends are going to get a little bit frizzly and frazzly and crunchy, and you will have to maintain them with some heat. I've made lots of videos in the past about maintaining heat-friendly synthetic fibers, so make sure you go and search my channel about how to use heat on heat-friendly synthetic fibers. Okay, let me quickly show you this hairline. So again, Macadamia Latte rooted. It's gonna look basically the same on all of these wigs in this color. And then there is that left monofilament part for you. And also again, it is a lower density with no permatease. So all of the volume you see just comes from the style, the waves, and any built-in volume that it has within that style. Now I will let you know that all 4 of these styles fit very much the same, and they all feel pretty true to average. All right, you guys, that's all I have to show you today. Let me know below if you prefer Mallorca, San Sebastian, Zaragoza, or Alicante. I'd love to know what you're thinking about all 4 of these brand new releases by Belle Tress. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys to see a little bit of the differences in these 4 similar styles. I know they're all similar length, that whole bob vibe, but they all kind of have their own little personality too. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye everybody.